We go again. Semi-final number 2. Enter Colomiers. In the shadow of their noisy neighbours, but in these Toulouse suburbs, led by a driven coach, this band of brothers are building their own empire. Mercurial young talent in their ranks, and they can and do score from anywhere. In their way, Provence, with experienced leaders across the park, a bit of biff, no lack of power, and a talisman at 10. Can the Pro D2 All-Stars make it to the final? Our answer, 80 minutes away. What a game we got in store. Colomiers against Provence for a place in that Pro D2 final, just up the road in Toulouse next weekend, and we'll have it live here on FR UK as one team tries to get to the promised land of the top 14. And speaking of the top 14, we are buzzing to be bringing you the top 14 final on FR UK's YouTube channel, free to air, courtesy of our friends at Premier Sports, home of the top 14 and much more rugby besides. Bonsoir, mes amis. Here we go then. In the Toulouse suburbs. And there's one of the superstars that will be looking to take advantage of the nice dry conditions. A couple of Portuguese wingers, a load of fans crammed in. Visitors from Provence as well. And the visitors off the bus, Philippe Saint-Andre. Tamana Harrison in a jacket. He's definitely not British anymore.
It's a long shot anyway. He's a Kiwi, isn't he?
Well, yeah. Yeah, he played for England. You know what I mean? He lived in England long enough. But some big slices there. You just heard the voice of Joe Worsley. Excited about this one, Joe?
Yeah, I am. This match is going to be, I think, a lot closer than the game we saw last night. But Van's everyone's favourites for winning this comp. And you can see why from last night's game. Could have won it by 40, 50 points. Now, tonight is different. Dancing Bituyana, enjoying his tunes in the changing room. One of the guys who can make a big difference tonight. Provence have been on form recently, but Colomiers all season they've been on form. So honestly, I don't know where tonight's going to go, but I'm sure we're going to see one hell of a game.
2 fly halves are going to be very influential. There's Jules Plisson, who's going to be giving his advice to Caleb Muntz. We just saw Caleb Muntz warming up against Valentin Delpy from just up the road in Toulouse. There he is. And those 2 number 10s, this matchup is worth the admission alone.
Definitely. Delpy is class. So many top 14 coaches are drooling over this player and trying to lure him away from Colomiers and Toulouse. But I think Toulouse is going to hold on to him whatever happens.
Yeah, there's quite a few players that have got a bit of history with Toulouse as well. As we just see Caleb Muntz, 23 caps for Fiji, sat on 99 points this season, scored a try last year, and he's just added a little bit of direction with this Provence team. He's connected that beefy forward pack with some of those outside backs.
Yeah, he's had a big impact on the team. Took a while. Provence really weren't on form at the start of the season, but they're kicking in now. Let's have a look at what's going down tonight on the pitch.
Well, Italian international in the front row in Pablo Dimchev sets the tone. On Aussie international Caleb Timu in the back row. And yeah, as we've already mentioned, Valentin Delpy, he is going to be influential. The 2 Portuguese international wingers on the outside and plenty of talent on the bench. It is noticeable when you look at it, the number of starts that the guys on the bench have got. They've rotated their squad through the season. So it is 8 very good players on the bench for Provence. That's it really is a meaty pack. Isaac Rodder in the heart of it. He'll make a nuisance of himself, but it's the back line where there's also power. Those centres are full of muscle. Batuni Yatta, Caleb Muntz, Adrien Lepeg and Drouet offer some danger, and I love Manuel Verrero at fullback, a real star in the making. And just like Colomiers, talent on the bench. Tamana Harrison, USA international Pifoletti as well. It's stacked, and I honestly don't know which way this is going to go. Joe, what are you thinking?
My gut feeling was Provence, just because of the form they've had recently. The physicality they can bring, they got a little bit more money, a little bit more oomph than Colomiers. But honestly, this season, looking back at the stats, Colomiers this season, they've been really good. That last game they had at Grenoble before they had a week off because they finished second, they had, I think, 40% possession. Their players 5 players went over 20 tackles. Plateret made 32 tackles. They won relatively easily despite having such little possession. sign of a great character. And they're a team we know can attack as well, a team that can attack and score amazing tries. So they got kind of that all-court game that has come on so well this year.
Joe, can you hear,
really adding to it.
Can you hear what they're saying in the huddle?
Chaque action que vous allez faire dans le match, 80 minutes, les 23 qui jouent, la plus importante, et on passe à la suivante. Et si on fait ça, 80 minutes, on va gagner le match.
Yes, 80 minutes, all 23 of us playing. Whatever happens, we're just getting on with the next job.
Je vous laisse, bon match. Allez, on est prêts, là ça nous appartient. Là c'est nous, là c'est nous, là c'est nous. Toute l'année on s'est fait chier.
Yeah, that's us. We're gonna...
Le système on le sait, on le sait.
We know our systems.
Les rucks. J'ai entendu qu'ils voulaient nous cogner. J'ai entendu qu'ils voulaient nous cogner.
The ruck, as you can guess from that one. Sounds nervous, man. This sounds like a nervous leader speaking.
Hors de question. Ça c'est à nous, on va en finale, on a le droit de rêver. Ça nous appartient, ça nous appartient. On mène une grosse niche.
So at ruck time, we're going to win fast ball. We're going to play on it. We're going to get to the final. He did sound nervous, man. Talking too quickly, repeating himself. Let's see those nerves go out on the pitch.
Captain this evening out on the wing. Captain for Provence, Andres Zafra. It's interesting, we got a
Colombia.
We got a Portuguese captain and a Colombian captain.
A Latino touch on the captains.
Yeah. Oh, this feels exciting. If you haven't already, drop a little thumbs up on the feed. That always helps the algorithm gods. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss this, the final next week, or the top 14 final, for that matter, at the end of June.
There's Adelaide. Impressed with him all year. Big unit, ready to go on the pitch. They're taking on Zafra, the Colombian captain we're talking about earlier. Him and Rodder are going to have to be massive tonight.
And the situation with Thomas Adelaide, the number 5, is, in fact, we'll get into that when we see him play, but he was at Toulon, off to La Rochelle. Another player from Predator in demand.
I love these moments here, huh? The whole squad's there. Everything's on the line. Supporting their guys going out on the pitch.
Into the Stade Michel Bondechou. The final will be played just 5 miles away next weekend. Colomiers will be hoping it'll feel like a home game. Provence on a mission. And to put it in context, the head-to-head between these two teams, 5-4 in recent past. And in those games, the average points difference across those 9 matches, 3.5.
Yeah, the last game in Provence, Colomiers won by 5 points, 20 points to 25. A massive win. I think we showed that game. And it was just a big moment. Colomiers really underlined the incredible season they were having. And since that point, Colomiers have really doubled down on their pressure game, a lot more kicking, a lot more pressure game, playing the transitions. And they've been playing well. Let's see if that change of game plan will suit them tonight.
Caleb Muntz gets us underway and kicks deep. Straight to Valentin Delpy, the 2 number 10s.
Yeah, pretty poor opening kicks. Nervous kicking from the 2 10s.
Good week to be an air horn salesman in Toulouse.
That's a grimacing expression, isn't it?
I did think when they just showed the shot of the Colomiers coach, he looked pretty relaxed, even if his captain sounded a little nervous as Albert Tuasui trucks it up. Colville. Verreiro tries the kick, gets stopped dead. And you got a whole back 3 players of Portugal internationals. Verreiro, the one for Provence at fullback, the 2 wingers for Colomiers.
Yeah, so the penalty there, I think I felt as if the Provence ball carrier, as he went down, he lost control of the ball. But I believe the referee saw a Colomiers arm in there. Let's have a look now. Hard done by. I think it's a ref trying to assert his authority over the ruck early doors.
Alexander Echeverria gives Manuel Ferrero. 21 years of age, his debut season in pro rugby.
How good a kicker is he, huh?
He's so good. Crowd just encouraging him. Straight through the middle. I do love the contrast in the different stadiums. Like last night at Van, total silence for the kicks. Now the air horns.
Yeah, it's
Go
like
mad.
South African Football World Cup.
Hopefully
There's the
Shakira
Evil
pops
Emperor.
up. Yeah. Palpatine's in.
See, Colomiers done really well with the budget they got. If they did get promoted to the top 14, life would be hard because that lack of cash they have. Whereas Provence have got the Wonga. If they come up, they can recruit hard.
Au-dessus. Restez au-dessus.
Look at the length of that ruck.
Yeah, I'd take a few quid less to live in Provence over some other places.
Yeah, Aix-en-Provence is one of the most beautiful towns in France, and the weather is incredible. What a spot. Ball boys having a shock up.
It was interesting, they took their time taking the kick off again. Now there's a little bit of a delay with the line out. I wonder if Colomiers, it doesn't seem like it would be in there to their benefit to slow things down. However it comes.
Either.
First carry from Gregoire Bazin. And they can get into their shape. Jules Danglot is starting scrum half this evening. Hugo Seguela moved to the bench. And it is a lot of experience on the bench for Colomiers. I wonder if that's a tactical selection. Seguela has been a little live wire when he's come on in the games we've seen recently, though. And he feeds Caleb Timu, who is going to carry hard, head down all evening. Pablo Dimchev too. Taken down by Thomas Francis. The offloads haven't come yet. They're looking for an opportunity to speed it up. Adelaide. Timu again. And now Colomiers have an advantage. Will Ray Nu'u roll the dice? He carries hard. And the man who's offload set up this opportunity. Adelaide carries on, as does Danglo, who's gone over the line. Referee's looking. Colomiers absolutely certain they've scored the try. What is the question going to be? Isaac Rodder.
That's a great sequence from Colomiers. Really good sequence. That first ruck, the clean out was brutal. And on top of that, good ball carries, offloads, playing quickly. Colomiers looking ominously good there.
La pénalité pour le 14.
It was Isaac Rodder who gave a little shake of his finger at the referee. He's the guy who's had his hands under. He's got quite long arms. Did he manage to stay connected?
Unless the referee has said any reason not to give a try, I haven't seen an angle yet. This one might be. That's held up, I think.
We're just not going to see an angle, are we? Yeah, 15's there. Varero's there, and then joined by Rodder. Oh, let's have a look. No. It's all on the question on the field, isn't it? Because we're not getting any evidence in any direction.
I'm saying try line dropout.
I think they might go back for the penalty advantage.
Of course, yeah. There was advantage, wasn't there, already?
On reste sur la ligne.
Looks like they're taking the 3 points.
What does that say on the assistant referee's shirt?
The players must not be... I didn't get the rest was all creased up. The players cannot call me an idiot. I'm not sure that's what the referee's going to be putting there on. The fourth official gets so much grief on the sideline from the other coaches, though. He's got to be the most patient person in the world. I don't know how they do that job. Irritated coaches not agreeing with calls on the pitch.
Well, it's all square.
Kids there.
Yeah, love it. 5 minutes gone, 3-3. And hopefully the gas runs out of those air horns by 20 minutes.
I think someone's giving 30 children an air horn each. It's so crazy.
Timu runs straight into a yellow wall, but not rolling away. Yalagonya, the two number 8s head to head.
Yeah, Timu's got a real technique of extending his body, getting his leg out, not running too fast so that he falls over in contact, just gets that width, foundation down before the hit comes in. But that was a good first up hit. But afterwards, let's have a look at what happens. Yeah, Jalagonia rolls over the top. They fall onto the side of the ball. Oppo for Colomiers straight away. That's really, really, really poor from Provence to give that kind of opportunity straight from the kickoff.
Provence up to compete. Taken by Bazan at the tail, but he's been wrapped up. No, that's not coming out. Isaac Rodder and Zafra all over that.
Ooh.
Oh, how did that? It did sneak out.
Like a pip coming out of an orange. Yeah, Zafra and Rodder. Got some beef there, haven't they?
Well, when you add Tuasui into the mix as well, yeah.
Yeah, who's built like a MMA fighter.
4'5'6",
Ooh,
large
there's a
human.
bad tap.
Zafra, has he given Danglot an opportunity? Caleb Muntz. Ball went backwards. Jalagonya. Errors both directions. How costly will this one be for Provence? As Laterard tidies.
Yeah, you can hear the Colomiers players shouting no faults, no penalties. They know they're going to have an opportunity now. That's a few mistakes from Colomiers. The kickoff, first kickoff, poor kick, easy exit. Second kickoff, penalty, easy exit. Giving up an opportunity. Really, really poor play from Provence. A team that, when you look at Van last night, how few opportunities they give the opposition. Yeah, they did concede a few penalties last night. They were a little bit scratchy last night, but still, the difference in their ability to suffocate the opposition and what Provence are putting on here is staggering.
This time to the front. Provence don't compete. Zafra told to get out of there and go back to his own side. Danglot feeds Nutu with Delpy out the back, who whips it to Giral. Giral, the man who's at fly half whenever Delpy has been back with Toulouse, and Ferrero's away.
And he's lost his pants.
Lost his shorts, but he's opened up an opportunity. Adrien Lepeg's on the chase and has hands on the ball 2 metres out. How did he get that ball? Colville feeds.
Whoa.
Gambini. Try for
Great
Provence.
work from Gambini. We always had a man debagged, put in a kick as he's being debagged. That is a hero points for the fullback there, for the Portuguese lad. That was incredible. Gambini, great effort from him to get onto that pass.
It looked like Delpy had tidied it up within his own 5 metre line as well. The pass from Nutu just over the top of Dulon. Barrero.
Here you get to see some...
Nice option. Lepeg was chasing. Delpy, the bounce of a rugby ball.
I don't think it was illegal, his dive onto the ball. Absolutely fine, I think. Right. He ain't missing this kick.
2 from 2 from Manuel Ferrero.
Ferrero is going to be, if Provence don't get promoted, I wonder how long his contract is. Just looks like a tidy player, doesn't he?
He really does. I think we even said it in last week's game, or I may have said it in last week's game, a potential star of the World Cup next year. At that tier 2 level, I think he's going to have a breakout. He scored the winning points in the Rugby Europe Championship this year. This is his first season of professional rugby. He's had some impact.
Pretty epic.
Toujours sorti. Jouez-le!
Right, let's compare this Provence chase to the van chase we saw last night.
Oh, Giroud under pressure. Lepeg was on him. Colville spots the space in the backfield, doesn't find grass. Marta takes his own up and under. Can he keep it in field? Oh, was that touched by Drouet? Which way is the assistant referee going to put his hand?
Oh, he's playing with us. That was a great kick and chase. The aerial duel was lost by Colomiers. He probably should have at least caught the ball. But the chase and kick quality was good. Van-esque. Unfortunately for Provence, Colville's second kick, and there's often space in the backfield, but he shanked it slightly and went straight to the Colomiers winger, who then was belted into touch. Did he touch that ball?
Did he touch it? Colomiers crowd, you know what they think. Play goes on with Gambini, the try scorer, taking the line out, and Yalagonya setting up in midfield. Colville steps back into the pocket, puts that right tight to the touchline. Marta
well
judged
left.
it well. It's been overcooked, well left.
That was a tempo exit. It's a quick ball. Colville just scooped it up and smashed it, but yeah, the kick quality just a few metres off. Massive moments that. If that kick's staying on 1 metre further infield, the winger catches it, he gets smashed, you're probably going to turn him over into touch. Huge difference a few metres can make.
Colomiers persisting with the maul. They're not going to come up again. Well, the only 2 opponents that are left in the competition, should they make it to next week, it's Provence and Van, 2 of the most powerful teams, and Rodder straight through the middle. Oh, Zafra. I'm not sure Zafra could have gone round.
Yeah, Zafra
the
looked
side
a bit
like
sus,
that.
didn't he? Rodder certainly came through the heart and bear hugged his way over the ball. Zafra came in and locked it down from the side, but it did like a side entry. Again, that's that kind of difference that physicality brings you, as we're seeing there. That's one thing, maybe Provence, one of the teams that could take it to Van in terms of their physicality. Look at Rodder, look at that strength coming through, Simon Shaw-esque. Wading his way through that crowd of players. We're talking about him wading his way through a crowd of professional rugby players who are massive, people like Adelaide. That just shows you how strong some of these animals on the pitch are.
I wonder if guys like Isaac Rodder get a call from Joe Schmidt, just on the radar. I know Australia have got a lot of good players, but Will Skelton's out for a while, and there's just not that many human beings that size.
Australia's a staggering number of second rows from that country.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, power. Yeah, I'm just going.
This is the game plan for Provence against Colomiers.
I'm just going through those Aussie second rows in my head. Obviously, Adam Coleman, the Arnold twins, Skelton. I mean, technically, you could say Emmanuel Meafu as well.
Yeah, Manny Meafu. We're forgetting someone here.
Well, who's the? Yeah, I'm thinking of the ones that played in France, but obviously,
Obviously people like Kane Douglas and people like that who are
Yeah.
at the end of their careers.
this time Colomiers try and meet fire with fire in the Provence Mall. They do recycle Colville. It comes to Muntz. Directly in front of the post with Varero in your team. I think we know what's happening here.
Yeah, again, the referee, as you can see from Timu's language there, I'm suspecting that was a harsh call on Timu because I'm not sure he was part of that tackle. My first impression. You could say maybe he wasn't clean on the ball and could have just played on. Again, a Mall looking like it was a good go forward. Line speed from Colomiers, Muntz had to hold on to it. See, I eat my words. Timu did not let go there. His arms are still wrapped around the player coming down, around Muntz. Never let go, and then tried to get on the ball. Ooh, missed it.
I was about to say not bothered by the air horn, but tiny margins.
If you were sitting next to the person with the air horn, Tim, what are you doing?
I know. Is it fixed seating? Because the short answer is I'd move.
Oh, Dimchev is so powerful.
So is Caleb Timu, and there's a new one we haven't seen this season. Little nudge from the big Aussie number 8. Delpy's sat back there waiting, steps off the left.
That is a big swing. 3 points bouncing off the post.
In the comms, I think there was some people saying, now waiting for the bout of fisticuffs. You didn't have to wait long.
Yeah, the referee was warning 14, the peg about being offside. But for my... Again, refs made some... The last call was actually a good one. This is giving them a third degree about the bagarre after the whistle.
Pénalité ici, vous mêlez là-bas. Pénalité ici, vous mêlez là-bas au niveau des 22 mètres. 2 mètres devant les 22 mètres.
So we see here, if Lepeg is... The kicker's there.
14.
See, Lepeg moves slightly forwards. Yeah, that's how harsh the referees are now, if you saw that. So he stopped and turned around before the man who kicked the ball put him onside. And because of that, penalty. You've got to be so hot on what you're doing in these kick situations.
Okay.
Big change there. It could be a 6-point swing.
Yeah, and Valentin Delpy, tell you what, he backs himself. From downtown.
Boom.
This kid's got the top 2 inches, as well as all the talent as well.
Yeah, from 13, instead of 13-3, we got 10-6. Boosh.
Recognise them, Joe?
Guta. Yeah, Guta, the guy with a kind of V-shaped head. Ex-Perpignan legend. He tried to punch me in a game Wasps Perpignan once. It was ridiculous. I'll have to find that clip and show you. It's amazing.
Did he connect?
I saw it coming from my peripheral vision at the last minute, and luckily I moved with it because it was a haymaker of all haymakers coming at me. I pulled his hand in a line out and he missed the lift 5 meters from the line. And obviously I was on high alert afterwards because of the reputation of the man. Lucky I saw him coming.
Well, another error.
Somehow the ref missed it. He didn't send him off. He got like an 8-week ban afterwards. But anyway.
Did you win the game?
Yeah, it was that year we won the first European Cup final. We had an epic battle in Perpignan. We won at the end.
Oh, that was the final?
10. No, not the final. It was the year we won. In a pool stage, we went there and won to get first seed. It was a massive performance. Got applauded by the crowd at the end. Not often that happens in France.
Has anyone mentioned it while you've been a coach at Perpy? Any of the older members of the crowd?
A couple of people. Some ex-players and some of the supporters. Because that WAS team was pretty impressive.
Yeah, nice.
Physically, we were much more dominant, and people remember that.
Well, Provence have been gifted a little bit more territory, courtesy of another error at maul time. Albert Tuasui, now Andres Zafra. Take the physicality forward for the visitors. The try scorer, Charlie Gambini. They could have been 10 points up. And they might want more than that from this 22 entry.
Yeah, you see how they're playing close because that Colomiers line speed. They've got a penalty. Now they might try something. Oh, my days.
Atuni Yatta, he was the creator last week. Guerrero, he's already had one kick workout.
What do you take, the penalty or the
3?
The 5-metre scrum?
It's cup rugby. Plenty of time. Is it a 5-metre scrum? If it was 5 metres,
sorry, 5-metre line out.
Oh,
5-metre line out. He kicked it off 5 metres out.
I'm boring. I'd take
There's
that 3.
Plateret, 32 tackles last week against Grenoble, 2 weeks before. Incredible work rate. Bittignata's a beast, isn't he? He's massive.
He is. He was so good last week. Really good signing. No mistake this time from Manuel Ferrero, the 7-point lead.
Water break.
Reinstalled. We're going to have a water break.
Yeah, it's stinking hot in France at the moment. Probably still in the high 20s, even this late.
High 20s isn't stinking hot.
It's not. I suppose it's not too bad.
I'll tell you what, Joe. You must get this. Have you been? Oh, you've been out in Perpy, haven't you? You haven't been back in England in the last week. No. Because, but you know what it's like. You've been around long enough. People on the continent take the mickey out of us in the UK when it gets hot, saying, "Well, it's only 30 degrees. What are you complaining about?" But I don't know what it is, Joe. But the buildings in the UK they keep the heat in. We're not.
It's not designed for it. That's our problem. We don't have shutters. We don't have aircon. All these things that are second nature in the continent. But the hottest game I played was in New Orleans, pre-season friendly in New Orleans, Bristol v Wasps. It was so humid, it was ridiculous. I think the referee collapsed. Steve Lander, remember Steve Lander?
I do.
Yeah, I think he virtually collapsed after 60 minutes.
Joe, I want to use your French here. What's he saying?
Sorry.
That's all right.
He talked about maintaining the energy they've been shown in that first 20 minutes before the water break. Because really, Colomiers have produced more good moments than Provence. Provence have leapt on some mistakes. Those transitions is what they live for, though. That's their game. Power, create a transition moment, and off you go. They've made a few mistakes in this first 20 minutes, which have led to Colomiers opportunities. But Colomiers, despite producing the best attack, which got held up over the line, that's the only kind of big sequence of play that Colomiers produced, because Provence have been suffocating them physically in the mauls, in the scrum, and creating turnover opportunities, which is what their game is about now.
Delpy gets us underway again. Sits in the backfield waiting for An Arthur Colville clearance.
It's just
Thomas Francis at the back of the Caterpillar, and
the longest caterpillar in the world.
yeah, isn't it? Oh, Albert to Asui. Ooh. Giral managed to make sure it was a leg tackle, not a body tackle. Danglov feeds Dimchev.
Yeah. First two phases execute like that. To carry on playing is virtually suicide. So they're going to go to the air. Let's play this quickly, on the other hand. Shame they couldn't get that ball away. He had a knock-on advantage. He should have tried to get that offload away.
Batuniata rides the tackle, offloads to Muntz. Latterard.
Ooh, Adelaide threw one there.
He did. I wonder if they might come back and have a look at that.
I think he was trying to push him off. I'd give the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
It looked a bit like a punch.
It did look a bit like a punch. Just hoping our friends at Canal Plus on the trigger and show us a lovely replay of it.
That was a little bit off the ball. Maybe they did not notice him. Didn't notice the 2 metre tall, 125 kg man.
Or maybe it's just so normal, so standard, bit of bagarre.
Yeah. Background noise. One of the old Perpignan coaches there as well.
Albert Tuasui rolls off the back of them all this time. Lepeg with the clear out. Colville.
Ooh.
Thomas Francis knock on both directions. We're going to have a scrum. We haven't had a scrum for a while.
Thomas Francis must have fancied a scrum because honestly, I've never seen him drop a ball like that. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Right in the big old bread basket he's got, and he'd somehow let that out. I think the air horns are running out, Tim.
I was thinking that. Hopefully that's not a metaphor for the team they're supporting, Colomiers, and their energy this evening. Oh, pressure comes on from Provence. Oh, needed to be dealt with quicker than that.
I think that's Thomas Francis' plan all along. It wasn't great.
It was a training ground move,
wasn't
wasn't it? Training ground move.
I'll knock it on. I'll bounce it off my derby just so I can have a scrum. And off they go, winning a penalty. All part of his master plan.
Shouldn't ignore Federico Wegrezan then, who the camera was on, the other prop. But yeah, they got into them.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, and it was Wegrezan just absolutely doing Simatoga on the tight head side of Colomiers.
Where's Wegrezan from?
Argentina.
He's Argentinian as well.
Doesn't sound like it, does it? It sounds Polish.
No, it does. Yeah, he's another guy he's not just a scrummager. I think he made over 20 tackles in that Grenoble game as well. For a prop to do that, it's pretty impressive.
And Manuel Ferrero extends the lead to 10.
Yeah, having a high-quality kicker with the game plan they got is the reason Provence are looking like they could be the team who go through to play Van.
Now,
Colomiers are going to have to pull the finger out.
They are. Now, I will say, it does feel a little bit like the first choice props are actually on the bench for Colomiers, and I wonder if this is part of their thinking. Hang in there while Provence go for their big guns.
Yeah, but the quality of the Provence backup. We'll see, huh?
I agree.
That does happen in France. They save their best props to the end sometimes. Oh, great offload. Numbers on the left-hand touchline. Oh, that's forward. Yep. touch judge saw it. Getting the pressures come on from Provence. Colomiers making yet another mistake. They're really struggling. Provence are not giving them time or space. Again, coming back to the one good attack they've done, which was a beautiful attack. Physical clear-outs, winning the one-on-ones, offloading, playing fast. Got held up over the line. As for the rest, they've really struggled with their set piece, struggled with them all. And there was some space out wide of fast ball. And that line speed pressure from Provence forced an error.
And I guess
from
it
the
is
Colomiers team.
It's that compounding psychological effect of getting absolutely marmalised at scrum time is you suddenly get jittery about knocking on. And that just ruins the flow of Colomiers' game.
It's the whole, every facet of the game, you're getting pressured and squeezed. It can become, as you saw with Van last night, Oyonnax, I think, you saw their body language collapse. Colomiers aren't there yet by a long shot. They've still got a very good chance of winning this game, but they're nowhere near where Oyonnax were. But Oyonnax arrived at that point because of that sheer suffocating pressure that Van put on. Ooh. So the ref penalised Provence for not healing the ball.
And then they did
the
heal
Provence
it.
team just walked over it.
And then they did heal it away deliberately and cost themselves an extra 10 metres.
So it's called Stormers, whatever this is, some sort of tap move.
I think Caleb Timo will be involved at some point if it's a set move. All that said, we haven't really seen much of Ray Nutu, the other guy that creates a bit of directness in this Colomiers team in the midfield.
Yeah, two physical players they're going to need. Stepping up a bit.
There he is, Ray Nutu. With Timu as his wingman. Danglo, as the ball bobbles out, Rodder was on it like a flash. Thomas Francis with the counter up. Nutu rides one tackle. They're really having to fight hard to go through any phases. And not winning the gain line, so that's not... Their shape's just getting flatter and flatter.
A little bit of space out wide.
Yeah,
there.
space out there and numbers. Delpy. To Giral. Giral, who's really been Delpy's deputy, but has been so good when he has played. He's forced himself into the team at fullback. Albert Tuasui, who's been outstanding at turnovers this season. Against the wrong side of the referee.
Yeah, so I'm assuming the referee here told him to release, and it was already a ruck by the time Tuasui came back down onto the ball. So strong, look at him here. So Nu makes it a ruck already as he comes in to clear him out.
Maybe it was just that moment where his head hit the turf or hit the ball.
Yeah, it wasn't balanced enough maybe for the referees like him. The referee's been really hard on the Jacklers. Yeah, Nu's first run we've seen, he threw that poor interception, that poor pass that led to the interception for the try. Not having the big impact on games that he normally does.
Valentin Delpy, third from him, takes it back to a one-score game. Joe, with Valentin Delpy, you're saying that there's a lot of top 14 coaches that are circling, and obviously he's contracted with Toulouse on loan at Colomiers. Do you see him getting much rugby when you've got Roman and Tabac?
Yeah,
as the main man?
What must he be thinking? Does he want to go away and become like a first choice at a club? Because he could. There are several clubs he could walk into and be first choice. Get regular rugby developed. Whereas at Toulouse, will he get ahead of Roman?
I suppose that's the question though. Is that the opportunity cost? He might be thinking, well, if I leave, I won't get to play for my hometown club and the Galacticos of rugby.
Exactly, and it's quite a thing to be playing for your hometown club, especially when they're so successful. But he's not really playing there. He drops back in and out for a few months a year, and the rest of the time he's at Colomiers.
Is there an age limit at which those loans stop?
No, you can loan. He has to. I think it has to be a 3-month loan, and then they can time it. So during internationals, he goes back to Toulouse. So it's a minimum of 3 months when you loan someone out.
And when he's at Colomiers, he's 100% all in Colomiers. He wouldn't go back to do any.
Yeah, he'd be employed by them. We have a limited number of people who can be part of the professional contractor group. It's tightly controlled. So yeah, that'd be the case.
I recognise him.
Yeah, is he an ex-prop?
Prop.
Called, oh my goodness, can't remember his name.
Someone in the chat, come on, tell me and Joe, put us out of our misery. Who was that? Definitely recognise that face. And it was not Gerard Depardieu. We saw Reynou on the carry. He had to be alert to Batuniata's threat in defence on that occasion. And you can just see Provence just getting a little bit more change out of the gain line. Ooh, Caleb Muntz
that one.
Just overdone.
Disappointed with his kick. Didn't take the ball cleanly. I think he was looking to kick to that space as early as possible. But he didn't take the ball cleanly. Took a bit more time. Maybe had to rush his kick. Dimchev, very powerful Colomiers hooker. Incredible ball carrier. Can be guilty of throwing pizzas. I'm sure Provence going to put some heat on here. Not much.
Caleb Timu was waiting. Bounces Tommy Francis. This could be the last game, of course, for Tommy Francis. Off to Sale Sharks next season. They want to extend his stay in France by a week.
He definitely will, but his team won't be happy with that. Another daft error. I think he penalised Zafra, who was putting pressure on the kicker.
In the chat, apparently that gentleman we thought we recognised, Omar Hassan.
Yes.
Well played. It's half a almost dummy. The way Danglot just really cleverly dipped his head.
Yeah.
I think he bought that pen a little bit. Zafra fell for it. Goes over the top.
Ooh, that should work out.
Not sure if exactly as intended, but Nu'u has carried, and there is space and numbers. They don't use it. Ferrero again.
Has it stayed on? No way.
It stayed on.
Well, anyone can touch that.
This is a bonkers moment. A mad moment in a Pro D2 semi-final. Caleb Muntz calms it down.
You keep getting flashbacks again.
Oh, yeah, you were thinking of the first Montauban try against your Brive team last year's semi-final.
Yeah, when Benjamin Lefranc went full volleyball mode and spiked the ball back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like he was Ben, what's his face, and Meet the Parents.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah. Straight into the hands of Bosville. Good line.
Untidy but nice line. Rodrigo Marta running into some heavy traffic. The last 5 minutes of the first half. It's a one-score game. We knew it was going to be tighter than yesterday's match. Oh, Delpy.
That was a great kick. Well,
Saw the
I'd say it was a
space.
great kick, but even though he caught it and marked it, let's see what his kick quality is like now. He's got a long channel kick to make.
Vous jouez là, hein?
Let's see what he's made of now.
Would you kick to touch or would you keep this in field?
That's
with that-
that's not that great.
With, as you said, with Dimchev's throws and the extra power advantage they got, yeah, stick it out.
I think he'd try and kick it off, but you'd want more than the 40-metre line for sure, as an objective. That's someone like Johnny Wilkinson was amazing. Like, even from there, he'd banana it, kick it off over the 50-metre line without fail.
Oh, they have got up and pressured. I think that might be a Provence ball.
Capitaine.
If not, it'll be a knock on.
Van, touche ou mêlée?
I'm not sure. It's still Colomiers ball, I believe. They haven't indicated yet who's having it. I think they were asking. Yeah, it was a knock-on from the Provence player. I think Provence won't be too disappointed with another scrum. And Colomiers are going to have to get their act together for this scrum. It's a dangerous attacking position, but should Provence get on top of them again in the scrum, this would be a nice position to kick into the Colomiers 22. Big moment coming up now with this scrum.
Tommy Francis had a little word in Romain Latterad's ear. He's been a good signing from Bordeaux as well, and has definitely added to Provence's set piece. Oh, they're going to town again. Timu, quick to fish it out. The captain, Pinto. They do like going from right to that left-hand touchline. Giral is caught by Drouet. Not really mentioned Drouet in an attacking force. He was influential last year. Caleb Timu.
Attention. Ballon rentré.
Struggling to just catch the ball, unless that was a deliberate little trick to get Rodrigo Marta away. Returns it to close to halfway. Final minute and a half of the first half as Thomas Adelaide carries. They've got numbers. Nu'u keeps it straight and keeps the defence honest, trying to get them to fold in. That right-hand edge looked open. Lepeg steps in. Counter-ruck. Danglo.
Wow.
Oh, lovely moment.
Laisse un ballon derrière moi.
Play it quickly, someone.
Ok, je.
Oh,
Non,
This is
je.
where
Months.
they're dangerous.
that went backwards.
Oh,
I
that
feel
play
sorry
on.
for Bazan. I thought that went backwards. He should have held it, but I didn't think it was a knock-on.
What a shame that the Colomiers second row couldn't get that pass away. It's some lovely. Danglo's little grubber and chase through was an incredible bit of play. Behind that, Colomiers normally would leap on that momentum, playing faster and faster.
In Toulouse, would it be at this time? Would it get dewy and slippery or anything like that, or is it?
It depends how much rain there's going to be. I think it doesn't get as bad as it does like in the Southern Hemisphere, even in kickoffs. Always tended to be really wet. I don't think it's such a big deal in France.
Vous sortez, s'il vous plaît. Allez, on y va.
Right, this is a difficult scrum to defend. You've got a short side.
I mean,
8-9 option.
if you're Provence, you'll just keep it at Yalagogna's feet, go for the pen, end
Go for
two
the
scores
pen.
up.
Yeah, get the pen and then
Action.
a free shot at scoring a try. But let's look at the D setup. So the fullback's covering on the left-hand side. There's space on
It's a great attacking position.
days.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is absolutely dismantled. Free ball.
Oh, there was that space that's on about with the fullback being over.
Wow.
Better kick there. That'd have been try time, probably. What do you do, 3 points? I think so.
Yeah, 100%. But the bigger worry is trying to get a foothold and really establish your game when you've got a scrum that is getting that mullered.
Yeah, the pressure on Colomiers in that first half has resulted in a number of turnovers. Look at that.
Dimchef airborne.
was flying there.
Who was it
Let's
against?
see if Colomiers can bring on any more scrummages to remedy this.
Trying to think, was it Ireland or was it Tyke Furlong, wasn't it, against South Africa when everyone was talking about him going air furlong? We get the air horns and we get the referee's whistle for half-time. Philippe Saint-André will be satisfied. The power has been the difference and has opened up a 10-point lead for Provence, 9 points to 19 at the turn.
Right.
We'll hear the interviews.
Here's some half-time chat now.
Yeah, and then we've got a cracking half-time interview for you as well.
Dick and Bob are on again.
Arthur Colville.
Ouais, c'est très tactique. Je pense que c'est celui qui s'expose le moins dans son
What do
camp.
you think about the first 40 minutes? Very tactical.
Dans leurs 40 mètres. Je pense que ce jeu-là, pour l'instant, on arrive à
We
être
tried to
vainqueur.
stop
On fait
getting into our
quelques
40
petites
meters.
erreurs qui leur permettent de scorer aussi. Donc,
Trying to stop him
comme
from
ça.
scoring.
Faut être fort dans les contacts et devant, faut continuer comme ça.
Got to stay strong in the contact, get the coaching right, get the substitutions right in the second half.
On sent que vous êtes en difficulté, mais il y a du mieux sur la fin de la
A
première
bit difficult in that first half, but better towards the end.
pour gagner.
Bah, c'est vrai qu'on est, on est très indiscipliné sur cette première mi-temps.
We're very
Et on leur
indisciplined
donne tout, quoi. On leur a
in
donné
that
13
first
points
half.
gratuits.
We've given them
C'est les
opportunities
turnovers, à chaque fois,
free of
ils reviennent
charge.
chez nous et ils marquent. Donc voilà, on est très indiscipliné
And
sur
then
la
they come into our
conquête
half and we let them
et dans le
score.
jeu. Donc il va falloir qu'on règle ça parce que là, on se fait trop pénaliser.
Merci beaucoup, Valentin.
And in our play, we've got to master that because we're getting penalised too much.
All right, so what we've got for you at halftime, Colomiers 9, Provence 19. Here's we have Dick and Bob, Rich and Rob from the Rosbeef Rugby podcast. Great channel on YouTube. Our friends. And they were chatting to Miles Edwards, who we will see in the second half.
Okay, we are delighted to be joined on the Rosbeef Rugby podcast this week by a man tearing it up in Pro D2, our favourite league at Colomiers, but he's also had experience of Pro D2 with Mont-de-Marsan, Oyonnax, Vannes, Aurillac. I think that's everything. But well, a great big welcome to the Rosbeef Rugby podcast to Miles Edwards. Miles, how you doing?
Cheers, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I was trying to get the full list of the Pro D2 clubs. You've had your time kind of dotting around France. Really, you've kind of done the length and breadth of it almost.
Yeah, literally, I've done pretty much every corner of France for the time being. I'm hoping to stay a little bit more settled now, but yeah, definitely have done a bit of traveling in my time around France.
I was I always try and wear something that's like slightly related to our guest. And I've realised that I've never actually even seen Colomiers play, I don't think, Rich. One of the few teams we've not been to Colomiers,
No.
and B, I've never even seen them play. At least a few of them, the trickier ones to get to, one of us has managed to see them away, but yeah, never somehow, which is mad because it's obviously like of all the Pro D2 grounds, you think that'd be the easiest one to
get to
get game time at. But I have got a La Rochelle t-shirt.
La Rochelle shirt, where it all started.
Yeah, where it all started. But let's start with Colomiers. I mean, what a season you guys having. You guys have just had a week off thanks to your brilliant final season, I guess, but the final round away win at Colomiers to kind of secure that second place. What did you get up to on your week off? What happens on a week off when you get your bye week for the playoffs?
So we actually went on camp, which was pretty tough, to be fair. We went up to the mountains and we did a 3-day camp up there. That was pretty intense. I think just trying to get keeping the legs moving, but it was really good. I think it was definitely what we needed. We couldn't have just sat around and done nothing because I think we'd have got a bit too relaxed. So they made sure to keep the pressure on, and it's been really good. And I think because we've got such a young team, all the boys are really competing for their spots, and so the week was really competitive, and it was really good. I think we've had a great week off. I think the boys are feeling fresh, even though we had such an intense week. But now we're feeling good and ready to go.
So you're playing there. You're not doing. It's not like pre-season treks and team building
No, it
stuff. You're
was.
actually doing training, but just kind of a different location, just to mix
Yeah,
it
it
up.
was different location and a bit of a different day because obviously when you're staying there and eating there, you can kind of spread the day out a little bit better. So we were kind of just doing what we would normally do, where we finish at about 3, we split it throughout the day, and then it just gave the boys gave the time for the boys to rest in the afternoon, and we we're back on the field, and we got like a little bit more contacting, a little bit more of the niggly stuff that I feel like you don't really get to do during such a short week, but with the week off, it gave the body a good time to rest, and everyone's back on form now.
You didn't manage to catch any of the rugby over the weekend because there was absolutely loads
I got to watch
going
a
on.
little bit of it, but like I was kind of, because I'd been away with the boys, I was kind of like a little bit like, oh, I'm gonna take a step back from rugby for a little bit, just because it was quite a bit, and I was tired when I came back as well, so had a bit of a rest and stuff like that. And yeah, I didn't really watch as much as I would normally watch, but yeah, kind of getting towards that end of the season time now, where like rugby's like, oh, it's a lot now, so yeah,
I was gonna ask because obviously there was loads of obviously Champions Cup, Challenge Cup, obviously the competition that
yeah,
you guys are playing in, but one of your old teams, a
yeah.
huge win at the weekend, Worcester winning the championship.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I'm really happy for them that they've come back and they've had such a good season this year. They've had a really good time. I think no one really, well, you would expect it because obviously where they've been before, but like I don't know if anyone expected them to do this well this year, especially with teams like Ealing and stuff. Like they just go and smash every game by the sounds of things. I don't really get to watch much champ rugby, but I do keep my eye on the score, especially Worcester, as
Yeah,
that's
nice.
where it all started for me, really.
Well, let's kind of go into the season. You kind of touched on quite a young squad that you mentioned
Yeah,
there with the Colomiers,
really
and
young
just
squad, yeah.
you guys have had a fantastic season, or kind of actually, if you stretch it back, kind of a fantastic 18 months. The kind of back end of last season before you
Yeah,
joined was they were absolutely flying, and kind of I
yeah.
think Rich, I don't know if you can remember the questions from our Christmas quiz, but I think Colomiers scored more points in Pro D2 in 2025
in the
than
calendar
in the
year.
calendar year, yeah, than anyone else.
Yeah.
Um, but so kind of talk us through what you think the club is doing right, I guess. Like what was what were your initial impressions, I guess? Let's go from that. Kind of Mont-de-Marsan, you moved over the summer and kind of Mont-de-Marsan at the moment scrapping down the lower end of the league and kind of
Yeah.
moving to a team that's doing things really, really well and not a
Mm,
huge budget either. So like what was
yeah.
your kind of first impressions when you first moved to Colomiers to kind of this is really great?
I think when I first got here, I was kind of a bit shocked on how young all the boys were, and I was thinking, oh, not much experience and stuff like that. And then as time went on, I realized that we have such a young team, but we have the coach matches that young team. He's like quite young himself. He's not like an old head that's like kind of really old school with everything. And he kind of knew how to get the boys in the right places. And he was very honest with everyone. He was like, oh, um, I'll be honest with you from the get-go. This is what I want. And like, if you're not following this dream that I want, like, I don't think you're gonna play much here. And I think all the boys were just like, okay, then cool. I like the confidence. Let's go for it. And I think we worked really hard in preseason, getting fit and like getting to know each other. We did a lot of stuff together, and I think just a team bond. Initially, like the first camp we went on, they allowed us to just be us instead of it being like a thing where you go on like an army camp and you're kind of like in this routine of doing all this like army stuff, everyone hating the world and stuff like that. We just literally were there with a group, like as a group of friends, just playing a bit of rugby on camp. And I think that and for the first week was a great way for us to kind of just gel as a team, which then's carried on through the first half of the season. I think there's not a single bit of bad blood in the changing room. No one's really someone can start over someone. No one's really like got that ego in the changing room, and I think that's really good for us. I don't think anyone's kind of um put a downer on the season, like, even if they haven't played much. Like even the injured boys, they're like so supportive of the boys that are playing. Like I've been at teams where it's kind of been the boys that are injured that don't really care, to be honest, if they're not playing, kind of thing. But like here, it's really, I think we've got a real solid group, and I think the injured boys being in at the same time as us, everyone's just like in the same environment, and we're all in the same boat. So I think it's probably that's made us so like good on the field. I don't think we're the biggest team. We're not the strongest team either. We're not the most experienced team, but I think our bond kind of fixes all the problems that we don't have. And yeah, it's been a really, really shocking kind of experience, because I came in thinking, oh, it's gonna be a tough year with these young boys. But honestly, it's kind of made me up my game and made sure that I've got to be on my toes a little bit more. It takes that little bit of a edge off everything, like just knowing now that I can trust all of them. And like I think everyone's got that trust within each other, and I think that's really helped us to get as far as we have.
Class stuff from Colomiers, Miles Edwards, and thank you to the Roast Beef Rugby boys. Go and check out their channel, that full interview and all the other great stuff as they follow French rugby. And thank you to our new members, getting new ones all the time who get added extras and content. Much appreciate you helping keep the lights on. Ahead of the Pro D2 final next weekend, is it going to be Colomiers or Provence that are going to be playing Van? And then, as we announced yesterday, and I will keep telling you, very excited, the top 14 final here on FR UK for free, as well as on Premier Sport, our friends, and it's come to us courtesy of them. Joe Worsley, listening to Miles Edwards, you kind of get a sense of why they ended up second in the table. You talk all the time about a motivated team, a together team, managed to do great things.
Honestly, I think whenever you think about coaching, everyone thinks about details and strategy, shapes, lineouts, launches, defense systems, but without that motivation, without something binding that group together, you're never going to have a team that's going to do anything or even realise their potential. So yeah, hands down, the managers that come in have got to have that rugby nous, but they've got to have that ability to fuse a group of people together, making sure they have the management tactics and the ability, the human ability to bring out the best in everybody and get them to come to build relationships, build friendships. And honestly, without that, nothing happens. So that's the source of all good teams.
And Miles Edwards is part of I think it's a 6 forwards on the bench, but they've got a job to do, those replacements for Colomiers, because they've been beasted in that first 40.
And he's one of the guys you can bring on to up the physicality for sure. So I think we'll see him on the pitch sooner rather than later. He can add something to the scrum, that's for sure. I mean, him and Adelaide maybe on together might change things a bit, but some of those front row replacements are going to have to come and do a good job, because if it carries on like that, it's going to be tough to catch Provence.
Yeah, really exciting stuff. And the clash of styles tonight, as we imagined it would be, is exactly where we are. How while we've got a moment, how's it going with Perpignan? Because obviously you've still got to complete the top 14 season, but your whole season comes down to what? 3 weeks time.
Yeah, well, not even that.
2 weeks time. No,
2 weekends.
2 weeks. 2 weeks on Saturday. Away. The access match.
It's a Sunday actually. Sunday. It's the 14th.
So this is a scouting mission for you as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So tonight there's a big chance whichever one of these teams wins is the team we will be playing. Listen, Van might balls up, but that Van style of playing that we saw last night isn't a style of play that suffers in finals. It's a style of play you can maintain and carry on like we were talking about earlier. So I think Van will win the final. I mean, I don't know for sure. There's a chance.
You're not going to answer this, Joe. You're not going to answer this, but I'm going to ask the question. Based on what you just said, that Van will be favourites, who would you, from a Perpignan point of view, who would you prefer wins tonight?
I'm going to go into full PR mode and just say Colomiers and Provence are both fantastic teams. who present different challenges, and either team would be equally difficult to face and in that match on the 14th.
Well, they're out on the field. One of them is 40 minutes from the Pro D2 final. Provence have the points on the board, a 10-point cushion, and a pack that has had Colomiers on roller skates.
Yeah, they've been dominating them all, dominating in the scrum. They are putting serious pressure with their line speed, shutting down those Colomiers attacks we've seen produce try after try this year. New Timu have not really carried the ball that much, not produced much. They're slowly suffocating Colomiers. Colomiers are going to have to bring more physicality, bring more execution to their passing game, win more one-on-one battles in attack to have a chance of getting back into this game.
I mean, we haven't really seen too much of Betuniata, of Lepeg. Drouet I've hardly mentioned, so maybe it'll open up in the end of the game, but we are underway. Second half at the Stade Michel Bondechu. That's a knock-on off the bat from Provence. So I'm sure Colomiers want to try and play with the knock-on advantage.
Yeah. Betuniata jackled that ball. So now you're going to have a scrum straight away, which is going to be a test of Colomiers' half-time team talk.
Maybe it was deliberate, Joe. Yeah, right. So our plan is second half, we're going to receive the kick-off, knock it on.
Spike the ball. The Colomiers scrum coach is going to be wobbling away on the sidelines here.
They've got such a talented backline. Creativity, wheels, a little bit of physical directness with Ray Nutu. And I've been impressed with Danglars tonight. He's been a little live wire, but under pressure, as Joe Worsley said, what can the scrum do? Enough. And Ray Nutu, this time with the offload, Doulon. Provence on the back foot. Delpy's going to go himself. Feeds Marta. Lovely try.
That was beautiful. New bringing the physicality we were talking about, beating one tackler, winning that next battle, getting the offload, playing fast ball. Fantastic play from some of their key players there, Tim.
As soon as you get some gain line, that's what Colomiers can do. Suddenly the Provence defence was on the back foot, not able to fly up, as Joe Worsley was describing. Ray Nutu was the architect, and it was the offload as well, Doulon. Now they're back. Now they're right on the back foot, and Delpy doing Delpy things.
Yeah, beautiful. Seeing the space in front of them, hitting it flat and hard as opposed to staying too deep. He saw the winger coming up, went for that gap for the interval, slipped the pass for the score.
Oh, it's a gorgeous try.
Yeah, I think Betuniata should have helped out Muntz with that. That tackle on Nutu, he hit the ball hard and flat. It's quite tough to do on scrum launches. That's a big difference.
Yeah,
Muntz versus Nutu.
Will Delpy Rue missing the kick? It was on the touchline, to be fair to him. 5-point game. Colomiers have started exactly how they wanted. Evasive action was taken to get out of Danglars' pass, and a little bit more confidence from Colomiers. And you feel this is how they can do damage to Provence. Just play to space wherever it is, away from the big men. But when the ball is slow, little goose step from Adelaide, love it.
Yeah, they won 20 metres, they're still going for it. Provence are loading the back line too early.
Oh no, he recovered. Another one for Albert Tuasui's turnover tally. And now Provence have got the opportunity to go. Oh, not quite 50-22. Oh, was it? Yes, you're right.
I think so. Still a cracking kick from a very talented young Portuguese player.
Looks like we're about to see some replacements from Provence. It is noticeable, Joe, how well the guys that have played rugby in England are relative to the French guys on the jackal. Albert Toulouse and Courtney Laws are like 1 and 2 in the tally.
Yeah, I think Toulouse, where did he grow up playing rugby?
I mean, he's Fijian. He's Fijian, but he's played,
Fiji, learn
played quite a lot of London
but,
Irish, then Gloucester. But no, it's just you've talked about it all. We'll come back to that because Caleb Muntz has got Provence into the Colomiers 22, and this has been Colomiers' problem every time they've clawed it back a little bit. Provence have responded immediately. Isaac Rodders waiting for the carry, pushed through, contact by Andre Zafra. Was that spill forward? No, play on. Gambini, he did spill it, and Danglo. Not held. I tell you what, pound for pound, he might be the strongest on the pitch. I think we know what's happening after a carry like that. To about halfway, Varero takes that really nicely. The two Portuguese teammates coming together on opposite sides. Vincent Pinto, the captain.
Yeah, Pinto getting penalised there for touching him in the air, I think.
Oh, come on.
That was really harsh.
There's nothing in that.
Nitpicking.
Playing rugby.
1, 2, 3 et 6.
Everyone's coming off in the Provence front row.
Pifiletti, Nostat,
Tamara Harrison coming on.
Yemzi and Tamana Harrison. The whole front row. The former England international. Not too shabby.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty strong bench.
Reprise.
Zafra the target. The maul the tactic. Colomiers equal to it. Adelaide and Yemzi just
I
saying
thought they were going to have a
leaving.
fight, but they actually end up hugging each other. Must be all friends.
So I think Tamana Harrison would be the captain if he was starting.
Yeah, Colomiers got to be happy with that, though, that more defence.
Yeah.
Provence certainly had the edge on them there in that first half. We've seen them manage to get a scrum away for a score, and we've seen them turn over that powerful Provence maul.
Inside the 22, so they can exit, but they've got to win the ball first. Oh dear.
Yellow card as well. This is a massive moment.
It always feels cruel. It always feels cruel. I understand repeated infringements. It just feels cruel. You're really struggling in the scrum, so I'm going to send one of your props off.
Yeah. So you get really wounded. Yellow card, this sort of situation, often 2 tries going to get scored in this period. Muntz, do you reckon he's going to go for the corner here?
Yeah, he's going
Forward's
for the corner.
gone off. Even more chance of getting that malt over the line. Really stamp home that advantage they have over them now. Honestly, if your scrum's going backwards like this, it's very hard to win this kind of rugby match.
I think sometimes, Joe, I mean, you'd know much better than me, but the influence of the props is important, but it can be over-egged. And you just saw it there. The whole 8-man unit just moved as one. The little squeeze of the legs.
The second row's can make a massive, massive difference as well, especially to the tight head. Keep that tight head in that low position, to have a guy pushing him with incredible force like someone like Rodder has, just makes a massive difference to the scrum. Tom Staniforth. Tom Staniforth, there you go, another Aussie.
Yeah, another Aussie. There you go. I knew there was another one. Potentially big moment. It's been carried over his own line, however, so this possibly even worse.
No, that's worse than anything.
That's worse. But we did
dear.
see the replacements start to come on. Yes, they are a man down, but here comes Guillaume Tartas, who is the normal starter for Colomiers. Miles Edwards will be scrummaging behind him. This is one of those moments where when they were in that camp that Miles Edwards was describing at half-time in that interview, when they were in that camp getting to know each other, this is one of those moments where
they're going to need that extra solidarity.
They're going to need that little solidarity, exactly that. It's going to be a test of character, a test of unity. To put it in the bluntest terms, this is a proper man test.
If somehow they can weather this and come out the other side, anything's possible.
Yeah, Miles Edwards' massive frame is behind the tight head. Joe Worsley was just saying second row's going to have a big difference there. Let's see. Jean Thomas is on as well, alongside him.
Got a free shot. And come back out another go.
Colville feeds Pierre Lucas. Yalagonya goes across his face. It gets to Lepeg. Dances. Ferrero. Dummies. Hadamat had Drouet outside.
Good hit from Edwards.
Edwards manhandles his opponent. The shots are flying in from Colomiers, but will a hole open up? There's a couple. There's lots of space on the left-hand side if they went. Colomiers folded right in. Caleb Muntz is sitting out there. Drouet is in space, still with penalty advantage. Massive heart required from Colomiers. Composure needed from Provence. Gambini's going to go in for try number 2. Big moment in the game.
That is huge. Just physicality from Provence. Player after player running. Lance running onto the ball with speed, smashing it up. Colomiers matched them for many of those collisions, but you lose one. They got fast ball off that last one on Drouet, and Gambini just ran onto it into a small space without that body in front. Colomiers were unable to win the collision and stop him getting over the line.
Yeah, for all the talk about the superstars, of which there are many in this Provence team, it's a young academy product. Well, there's one of them, Ferrero, but on the other touchline with his second try, Charlie Gambini. He's been one of the players of the season. I think he'd make my Pro D2 team of the season. There's quite a few contenders in that jersey, though.
He's been very present every game we've watched.
Yeah.
Has he nailed it? No,
Yeah.
Shank.
Across the face. 10-point lead again.
Arrêt du temps.
And every time Colomiers look like they might reel him in.
Touches of Mark van Gisbergen, isn't he?
Yeah, I can 100% see that. And Provence, Joe, they're like a heavyweight boxer with a good jab. They're just keeping Colomiers at arm's length.
Yeah. Wearing them down. That big haymaker might come in any time soon.
Isaac Rodder having a breather. We might see him before this game is done. Guess it depends how the next few minutes go. And Danglo, it's exactly what Colomiers need.
Oh, play it fast.
Exactly what Provence did not. What can they do with this ball? Delpy goes over the top. Bazam. Replacements all around the ball. Miles Edward claws the ball up. Yuyut, his opposite number. And they have penalty advantage. Caleb Timu. Just talking about how big the last moment was. The big moments are coming thick and fast. This is huge. Zafra tries to steal off his feet. Jean-Thomas. Penalty against Gambini.
Yeah, what do you do here? It's quite a difficult kick. I'd say the ball's done better in the start of the second half. Coach is saying go for the corner, I think. Again,
where they are on the field. Yeah, massive. The third set piece.
Lifting block, that should not have been.
How much time in a week gets given to kickoffs?
Depends on. Every week, for example, at CAS, we tried to have a kickoff carousel at the end of training where it's 5-10 minutes of just booting kicks. Kickers practicing. Guys in the middle, guys either edge, just practicing catching those kicks, receiving them. It's so important. It's such a vital moment of the game.
This is a vital moment of the game. Miles Edwards, no jump, takes the lift, trying to negate that competition, but it has not helped. Yannick Yuyu is in on that ball. Andres Zafra, Yalagonya. Oh dear, that's a big moment. That'll be disappointing for Colomiers. They just couldn't
get that
wrestle
bell ready,
control.
buddy.
It's all going off. It's all kicking off. The coaches are calm. Will there be any repercussions for the afters? It's still going. Elbow to the chops for Charlie Gambini.
Oh, Physio's getting involved there.
Physio on Arthur Colville. I'm going for the bell one more time. Clip this bit up, Dougie, on the highlights.
Yeah, Provence don't want to get dragged into yellow cards. There's already a yellow card. Ref doesn't need an excuse to give them one as well.
Just got a turnover. If that was a Provence player that flared all that up.
John, tu surveilles derrière, s'il te plaît.
Right, what are they gonna see? What are they gonna see, Tim? They're gonna see whoever's holding Miles Edwards. I think it's Yuyut.
Yeah, it was the two locks. Yannick Yuyut and Miles Edwards were in amongst it. As far as the ball's concerned, I haven't got a clue how that started. Let's have a look.
On création de molle, aucun souci.
At the end, after he whistles, it breaks off.
Non, il y a le...
Oh, something happened to Caleb Timu. Something happened with either by or against Timu because he looked incensed. I'll take as many replays as this as you want.
Et le but également, on est d'accord? 14. Non, 14. Oui, on est d'accord. Et ensuite 8 bleus, ok? Donc j'ai une décision. Il y aura une pénalité contre le 14 jaune qui commence, d'accord?
Oh, it was Lepeg just. Lepeg celebrating in the face of Caleb Timu and giving him a shove. Totally unnecessary, Adrien Lepeg.
Got a yellow card. He's going to get a yellow card. What an idiot.
What an idiot. And he was not in any part of that maul. His pack are going to be livid with him.
14, 8.
Oh, they're both going to get a yellow. Which way would the pen go?
Première faute, vous poussez, d'accord?
I think Timu reacted last.
Et vous également, il y aura pénalité contre le 14.
So I guess.
Penalty against Lepeg for kicking it off, I would. I'm thinking. Let's see. Oh, I think the pen may have gone to.
Yeah, you're right.
Has gone to Colomiers. Yeah.
Good call, ref. Good call. What an idiot. If I was the coach now, I would be literally seething. with Le Peg there. What an idiot. What an idiot.
Well, it has set up this amazing moment, and look at the crowd on their feet. Willing Colomiers. They've worked so hard all season. They need to win the ball. Danglot has it. They've at least kept possession, but they've lost 10 metres of territory. Hard fought. Crowd baying for another pen. As Elliot Yemzi emerges from the back of that ruck. Big shots going in. They are flying, aren't they? Massive pressure. Miles Edwards stopped dead as well.
It's a big counter like that.
Huge defensive shots. Still with a man advantage, forces Danglot into a speculative kick.
Great kick.
Oh, that was a big couple of minutes.
Lucky to survive that, Provence, without taking any points. Colomiers now missing 2 back row players.
Off the top from Jean Thomas to Ray Nutu, whose carry set up the last try.
Again, for rolling on the floor by Nutu. But again, I feel a little harsh. Let the game go. There's been probably 3 penalties now where, let's be honest, let the game go.
Provence are not complaining.
No, certainly not. Fast ball. Nutu launching into midfield.
Have a look. Hits the deck.
To be fair to the referee, there is a man over the ball. If he hadn't have rolled, I think that he might have been on the ball.
Possibly.
Eat my words again.
Yeah.
Pas de contest.
Colomiers have managed to stop the last couple of mauls dead. Miles Edwards is
Le bleu est bon. Reculez, reculez.
doing his best to get through the middle. They've stopped it dead. Batuni Yatta hardly said his name this evening. He was everywhere last week. It's been a game. It's going to be won and lost up front. As a tough contact on Ray Nutu.
I don't think he actually knocked himself out. I think he might hurt his leg. Ref thought he knocked himself out.
Ok. On arrête de parler, s'il vous plaît. Ok. Vous me regardez, s'il vous plaît. C'est bon, on arrête de parler.
Non, je pose la question.
To be fair to the ref, that looks bad. The first vision, you can see why he stopped the game.
Ouais, pour le genou. Ok. C'est bon, allez. Mets-les. Mets-les. On y va. Mets-les.
I think the doctor in the crowd might take you off for that.
On joue? On peut jouer ou pas? Merci.
The most London of London accents. In the middle of a pro de deux melee.
Comment?
Trying to work out who was saying that.
Allez, on joue.
Because that doesn't sound like Tamala Harrison.
On y va,
He's
s'il vous
got
plaît?
a slight Kiwi look to him. Try it. Who's speaking London, mate? Who was it?
Allez. Go. C'est bon, allez les gars.
These are the officials on the side responsible for
L'action.
checking on concussions. They're looking at a replay of what just happened. Should they think that Nutu had any kind of...
Let off for Provence. That was a great attacking position, and not to mention the fact they've got a great scrum. Oh, come on.
C'est pas là?
Is that because the front rows were still down?
He wasn't behind the scrum.
Jouez derrière, ouais.
I thought he was doing that thing which, just as a player, Joe, and I didn't play the level you did, but when you get picky refs who you take a quick tap from half a metre from the mark and they make you come back.
Yeah, he knew he was going to have to come off. After how he acted, after that tackle, it's the right thing to do. Good call. Player safety, paramount.
Alexander Bory, one of the guys they signed from a lower league. As Miles Edwards was talking about at half-time, it is a relatively inexperienced young group of guys at Colomiers. They've done brilliantly to finish second. They want to take this one down to the wire.
He did so well, didn't he? And then he just, as he was coming down to form the ruck, he must have let go of the ball.
Ok, parfait.
Colomiers about to come back to 14.
Allez, on n'a pas le temps là. Venez me voir, venez me voir, venez me voir. Venez me voir. Capitaine.
So Miles Edwards is the one chatting away there.
Soit ce monsieur se calme, d'accord? Sinon il va aller loin. Ok?
Telling Miles to calm down or he's going to be going inside.
C'est compris?
Well, they definitely need a little bit of fire up front. Obviously channeled in the right way. This is a great attacking position, and Colomiers have got the attacking pieces to do some damage.
And it's almost a picture of the first half where Provence did that cross-field kick.
They've got to win the scrum. Oh, dearie me. Carbon copy the other way. Looked like it was against Thomas Larieux. Maybe a break foot offence, I'm not sure. Delpy and Giral at the back. But it's Marta, the try scorer, that put that one up. Already sitting back in the pocket. He's expecting that the kick is going to come back his way shortly. That's if Colomiers can win the ball. And Marta, he's been a spark. Sets Plantere on his way. Delpy. Yuyu manages to get in between Delpy and Boiry.
That was
I'm not sure what the crowd incensed by.
I don't know who made that cover tackle on Delpy, which forward it was, but fair play. That was a key hit. Provence we gutted there, not getting the timing right on Marta, letting freeing him up. A couple of good offloads. Oh, that was Bitignata. That was a great tackle on Delpy.
Le ballon est rabattu de l'extérieur vers l'intérieur, dans les 22 mètres. Le ballon est botté directement en touche.
It was knocked back in. Bitignata got a touch, or sorry, Yuyu got a touch, and therefore it was taken back into the 22. That might have been what the crowd were thinking.
Yeah, for booing about.
Line out has not gone well in this second half for Colomiers. Thomas Larieux, not as known for chucking pizzas as Joe described Pablo Dimchev, but let's see. They go to the front. Clean ball. Provence don't compete. They're waiting for the maul. Yuyu working his way around, now being told to get out. That's what the rest of the world is going to be doing as of Monday. The laws, World Rugby have clarified that that is the case, but it's been happening in France all season. He's been a live wire, Danglo. They've still got Hugo Seguela that can come off the bench at scrum half. We move into the final quarter of the game. 10 points the deficit, but Colomiers knocking on the door. You feel they're not going to go through the front door against this Provence team. There's all that space on the right-hand side, but the ball has slowed right up. Miles Edwards takes a fairly passive contact. That's a little bit more direct. Valentin Delpy trying to set the momentum going. Bazan takes a shot from the Provence captain, who's on one knee. Danglo. I thought he was reaching for his pocket again. 3 points to take it back to a one-score game. Oh no, he's changed his mind.
Yeah, I think he thought the penalty's further.
Yeah, when you
infield.
look at where the penalty is.
With Delpy taking a crash ball there.
Yeah.
He's certainly committed, huh?
Yeah, it's a good point, because I guess Colomiers lose tonight, and that's his contract for the season with Colomiers up, and he goes back over the road to Toulouse. But he's all in.
Water break again.
He's all in, and it does. Yeah, it does.
Strange moment for water break.
That's a great point. It's like the equivalent of in American football when they what do they call it? Icing the kicker, when they call a timeout just as the kicker's about to take a winning field goal.
Probably suits the. I don't know, who does that suit more, Provence or Colomiers?
I don't know. Maybe Colomiers can just properly chat through their move, whatever they've got planned. The maul hasn't really worked, so I don't know. I know you're a defence coach, Joe, but you've got prime attacking position, penalty on the 5 metre line. You've seen what's happened before. What would you be planning?
They've been struggling to win their line out, so to win it at the back, I think Provence would give them the front and then just slam the door on them. So there won't be much opportunity to get any kind of ball that you could run off straight away. So you're going to have to go to a maul option or a breakout where the hooker peels off or some fake mauls it and breaks off to attack. Maybe months, but will Provence hide months behind on the edge of the defensive line? Let's wait and have a look at how they get to him. But that's the other option. If your maul's not going forward, it allows you to attack the weakest defender in that back line.
I guess one of the issues is the person you would have as part of that little peel-out move, and probably when they do all their practice in the week, it's Caleb Timu that's the receiver of whatever would happen, but he's off the field for another 1 minute 55 seconds.
Yeah, he's certainly a good man to have on the ball. I mean, Dimchev would be good to have rolling around. Throw the ball in, win it. He rolls motoring onto that ball, running out to 20 metres from the touchline, attacking the defenders around there, players run out from him. That would be dangerous. Is that Rougerie? No, it's the second row. It's too young for Rougerie.
Son of Rougerie. There's like a. It wasn't a beret. It was like a Kangol hat from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, man.
All the preparation from the little timeout.
He got up in the air and gave Miles a bit of a challenge, and the ball was a difficult one to catch. What movies had those Kangol hats in?
Well, like
any Guy Ritchie film?
Yeah, anything with Samuel L. Jackson in, he's always wearing them. He's always wearing one of them. Speaking of movies, there's Emperor Palpatine.
Do you reckon he's happy?
Content. I think if you'd have said to him 62 minutes in, you're 10 points up, he'd have taken that.
Yeah, he would have taken that this morning.
And they are the away team, remember. There was only 3 points behind them in the regular season.
Whoa. Because Colomiers have been so dominated in that first half, they're going to be doing everything they can to mess around, muck up Provence. Looks like Gilles Nostad, the German loose head, has turned his ankle as that scrum collapsed. Wonder spray, sort it out.
Les deux.
Honestly, what does that do? What does that do?
C'est bien ici, hein.
It has no effect, does it, on your body? The sponge. It's up there with the sponge.
Well, Nostat is facing off against Robin Belmond, who is a very tall tight end prop, 6'4", 6'5". Nostat's squat. So that's going to be an interesting battle on that side.
Lié.
It's Yemzi against Tartas on this side. Colomiers. Oh, illegally.
Complètement en travers.
I think he did the tight head for Colomiers.
Yeah, Belmond.
Stuck his hips out and came in on the angle. So everyone's got to stay straight in this front. When the ref sees somebody break their bind or slip their hips out and coming on the angle under the hooker, he's going to penalise them. So if we get to see it again, I think that's what we're going to see.
Okay.
So the loose head's trying to stay low. If the tight head shifts out, and as you can see there, his arse is right out there.
And Joe. Joe, one of the thoughts I've got on that is they had Provence where they wanted them. They were in the 5 metre line, right?
Yeah, strange. You would not want to give away a penalty. Ooh, that is brutal.
Miles Edward now getting a bit of treatment now. Stop,
been
start. We're going to be here till about 11 o'clock tonight, the way this second half's going, as Ray Nutu prepares to come back on.
It's been nerve-wracking. I mean, the pressure's getting to everybody. Looks like Nu's not coming back on, judging from the fact he's putting his pink vest on.
I wonder if that will mean a mandatory stand down, even if Colomiers do make it through.
Ouais. Dis-moi. 8.
Jalagonia coming off.
Yeah, and it's Okuya, who is on loan from Lyon, the young back row.
Is he injured or after such a good season? I'd be surprised if they take him off otherwise.
Yeah. He has had a good season. Guess they can always bring him on. They do have to think about 6 days' time. Hold on a minute. 8 days' time.
Yeah. Ooh, just.
I mean, I can't work it out, Joe.
The rest gets.
Oh no! Was that Miles Edwards?
His nerf is 19.
Oh, it was Miles.
19 or 18.
Miles Edwards.
19.
Yeah. He'd been warned. He'd been warned.
Yeah, so Chamberet is trash talking. Oosh.
Oh.
That is. Well, to be fair, Provence shot themselves in the foot earlier. It's Colomiers' turn to do the same thing.
Crowd's gone quiet.
Danglo coming off.
Oh, yeah, he just went in and taunted the... Oh, man, he's been taken off as well after that.
Oh, no way.
Oh, I feel for him. Adelaide is back on.
The trip to the mountains didn't work.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Thomas Adelaide done really well. Bazan as well on the ball.
Wow. He muscled up there, Adelaide. Man, again, the power necessary to break through the heart of the ball. Get to the 9, lock down the ball. Bear hug him in that ball. Get the whole thing on the floor, stop it coming out. Fair play.
Merci.
More of the ice spray coming out for Jules Nostat. I fully appreciate there's other rugby going on this evening. I love the fact that because we're on YouTube, you can double screen, you can put us on your TV, have us on your phone, tablet, whatever the case may be. Subscribe to the channel so you we'll make sure if you hit that little notification bell, it will tell you, your phone or tablet or whatever will tell you when the Pro D2 final is live and when the top 14 final is live. Because yes, you hadn't heard, we're bringing you that.
Top 14 final, dude. This is going to be incredible.
That's going to be amazing. Positive.
So I want to see a launch play here. I think Colomiers got something lined up. The winger on the short side looks like he's holding their winger in position. Maybe they'll play to the width, dragging up the far winger. Fullback has to get involved, kick to the space behind. Let's see. Because the wingers had to come up hard to mark the Colomiers winger who's not gone round to the other side. Which means the Provence fullback is going to have to be far further over towards that side than he would have been.
Flexion. Lié. Je. Arrête du temps, venez voir. Venez voir.
Oof. So ref's fed up with these guys. Now he's going to have a word with them.
Another stoppage.
Jusqu'à maintenant, on n'a plus joué les mêlées, d'accord? Là, on ne peut pas les jouer. Donc c'est de votre responsabilité. On joue les mêlées.
So up to now we could play the melee, the scrum. Now we just can't play it. Come on, let's get it on. That doesn't. I'm not sure that's going to change the situation very much.
And maybe if you're just flicking, I'll just say if you're just flicking over from one of the other games, because the full-time whistles have been going in the URC and in the Prem, Joe. Some belter matches.
On the doors there?
Yeah, spoiler alert if you don't want to know the scores. In the Premiership, must-win game. And derby match in the West Country. Bristol Bears snuck a win against Bath. Bernard Janzi van Rensburg got one over on Max Ajomo and Ollie Lawrence.
Where was the game played?
In Bristol. Big result. Batuni Yatta tackles Burry. And also, another spoiler alert, in the URC quarter-final, the first one, Glasgow Warriors came through in the end by 12 points. I think it was 33-21 against Connacht.
We'll knock on there. What's going to happen now?
So, yeah. But this is more knockout rugby.
Give it to Bitanyata.
Oh, it goes through that pair of hands. It does go to Batuni Yatta.
What's he doing?
No.
Another mad moment, Giral. Oh, dearie me, it's just passable to Colville. Manuel Ferrero, one of the brightest young talents, not just in Pro D2, but in French rugby.
It looked like a mental try.
It looked like Ferrero was just checking before he celebrated. And there was a couple of Colomiers players that ran straight for the referee, so I don't know if there's something they want looked at, but critical moment.
So, Bitanyata passes to...
Are they thinking that pass to Giral was forward?
Maybe. The pass from Bitanyata. Or maybe he's out of play.
Or maybe he's in touch, which is exactly... We had this last night, didn't we? Exactly the same thing. What's Marta? I think
Marta's just shouting at his teammate.
I think he's just shouting at his teammate. What are you playing at?
What are you doing, you knob? Basically shouting.
They've had a few brain farts.
That looks like it's certainly a try, and that could be game over.
Try stands. Absolute Pro D2 madness. This is standard if you are uninitiated. Oh, there you go. Ryan Williamson just switching on after the Glasgow game. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I can't disagree with the comments. Just talking about the pace or lack of the actual game moving in this second half. It has been so stop-start. But now with Colomiers staring down the barrel and only 10 minutes to go, they've got to roll the dice. And we haven't seen the Colomiers attack spark, mainly because this Provence power game. And this will be the biggest, well, if it were to stay like this, it would be the biggest difference in scores between these two teams in more than 4 years. Games between these two, always so close. But you feel like the emotion of the occasion has actually worked against Colomiers. It's got to them.
So there's always one coach on the sideline just screaming discipline.
No one's been listening to him this evening. You say the same thing just too much over and over, it just becomes white noise. No one's listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's comments in the chat about the pass they thought might have been forward from that man Batouni Yatta, which Giral had, but hey, there you go. It's gone.
A dreadful pass, hands down.
Yeah, it was a terrible pass.
I'm assuming Giral called it. He must have called it.
Oof. Big shot from you.
Big turnover. Must have tried to get the offload away.
Thomas Adelaide, he's going to be joining La Rochelle next season. They're making some interesting signings, La Rochelle. Not going for the massive names, but quite a lot of massive humans.
Yeah, they've obviously Skelton ties up a lot of cash. Been such an incredible player, injured for a long time. Having players like Adelaide to back up someone like Skelton's going to be a
and they've got the,
good business for them.
Who's the guy at the Storm? Salman Murat, Springbok international from the Stormers. He's going there as well. What's Isaac Rodder just pointing to the sky, stick it in the air. And I think you just saw it there with the fact Isaac Rodder just made that call immediately. No coaches involved. They've got leaders on this field. They've got experience, and it just does the youth that Miles Edwards in that halftime interview was talking about with Colomiers. It does look like they may be the experience or lack of. Pinto trying to buy a pen and given, taken out in the air.
Lepeg had a shocker again. He was ahead of the kicker. Ahead of the kicker and then touched the man in the air without getting airborne.
Yeah, they've got to play hurry up rugby now. Probably.
What a let-off.
It's probably too much. But you referenced the win away at Provence from Colomiers earlier in the season, and that just shows.
I think they changed almost. They doubled down on the game plan you're seeing tonight. You haven't seen Colomiers play much. You haven't seen much fast-flowing rugby. They tend just to play those transition moments when the opposition mess up, when there's a turnover or a ball kick. It's not a team who build a score. Whereas Colomiers all season have been able to create fast ball, play phase after phase and build scores. And tonight they just not got anywhere near doing that apart from one time in the first half.
Delpy and Giral feed Caleb Timu, the Aussie international. Bit more punch in these carries. They're going to have to get to the edges and make something happen. Nearly 72 on the clock. Marta, he's been good. Another error from Colomiers. Caleb Muntz feeds Batouni Yatta. Lift to Charlie Gambini, 2 tries already. Rampaging and the offload round the back. What an offload from Charlie Gambini. Can Batouni Yatta make it to the line? He's got it there.
Got it down.
What a try. Charlie Gambini. Take a bow.
I want to see that offload. That was incredible. He's got some wheels as well, hasn't he? Fair play.
Provence, take your place in the Pro D2 final. It is beyond doubt right now. Batouni Yatta sucking in the air. Charlie Gambini on one leg. What a young talent he is, 22. He's a player that's going to be playing in the top 14, one way or another. He'll want it to be with his hometown club.
Nice from Bitouni Yatta there.
That's an outside centre that he's just stepped. Oh,
yes, nice.
Harrison. Le 19.
Oh, this is so good.
Vous me l'appelez, s'il vous plaît?
Provence have done a job. We thought this would be close, Joe. And everything
Yeah, we
about
did.
it suggested it would be.
Sur l'essai, là-bas, le 19,
Yeah,
en fait,
Colomiers
on n'a pas été ici.
have had opportunities to get back into it. They were 10 points down, camped on the
C'est bon ou pas?
Provence half in the second half there.
Pénalité.
But
Attends.
scrum failures, penalties, being out muscled up front, and then not having that normal free-flowing game that allows them to maintain ball possession, allows them to... Hang on, what happened there? Was there a
Penalty from the kickoff. Was there more chat and afters after the? Maybe it was the thing that Marta was upset about. They've been penalised from the kickoff.
Something must have happened. I'd love to
Yeah,
know
something
what. That does
happened.
not happen often.
No. Well, in this game, it happens quite a lot. Yellow cards for all sorts. Back chat. Loads of fights. Some wild tries as well. But a clear winner in a semi-final.
There you go,
Drouet, we've not
transition
seen
time
him.
again.
They can play with confidence. Ferrero. Yeah, when you look at it, Joe,
Oui.
they're building. Oh, what we're going back for here?
I think he took a quick one on his own, but
Quick one.
Ouais, pas de souci. 23.
We can start talking about Provence up against Vannes next season now, and well, not next season, next week, I should say. But on Provence,
Definitely.
we saw the skill of Charlie Gambini. We've seen how impressive Manuel Ferrero, the fullback, is. They've got a great ground. They've got a brilliant fan base, gorgeous town, the money backing it up, and they're clearly producing quality young players as well. They're ready. Speaking of which, there is Charlie Gambini.
sure he's coming off for precautionary reasons.
There is Ferrero. It was him that set up
That first score.
that score. Colomiers finished second in the regular season, earned the right to have the semi-final played at home. And Rodrigo Marta has been one player that's been a spark for them, and that is a lovely score. Sneaks his way under the posts.
That is sneaky.
Bit of hide and seek. Delpy with the drop goal. They haven't given up. I'm sure Provence are in no hurry to get back to halfway.
That was... Oh, they shouldn't have switched off there. I don't know, it's still 15 points.
Oh, that was Ferrero, to be fair. It was his error. He bit right in.
He's made a couple of mistakes in the second half. A few poor kicks. Missed a few shots to goal.
Yeah.
Knock on.
One Portuguese back three player went AWOL from his post and let his countryman through.
There's the president. Very happy man.
Is the president the guy with the cash, or is the owner different from a president? Are they quite often the same, one and the same?
The same person, yeah. So
Yeah.
some clubs like Bordeaux, Laurent Marty does put a bit of money in, but it's a business, it's a commercial entity that kind of pays for itself. Provence, he'll be putting a fair bit of Wonga in to get them to where they are.
Well, Colomiers, they're going out on their feet. I think Lepeg, he's made a few brain farts in this game, and I think he's going to sit out the final 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Does he miss the final?
Oh, will
Two
that?
yellows?
Well, 2 yellows. I don't think.
Wouldn't for 2 yellows, would you?
I don't think you get suspended for 2 yellows. No, it has to be a red card offence.
Orange card as
Oh,
well.
it's an orange card. It's same difference.
Getting told to get the hell out.
Tartas just wishing him well on his way.
Yeah. Oh, great shot there.
Did like the way he was ragdolled as well. Yeah, Andrews just nailed it. Colomiers had their moment when they had a good 5-7 minute period camped on Provence's line, only 10 points behind, and their line out and scrum, set piece generally, has been a mess.
Yeah, just the pressure from Provence has led to that collapsing around them. The forwards being dominated in the scrum, and the more the line-out pressure leading to many failures to win the ball, many failures to stop Provence playing theirs.
So come on then, Joe, your assessment of the final. How close can Provence run, Van?
I think of all the teams in Pro D2, Provence are the ones with that muscle I was just talking about there, that muscle necessary to give Van a contest. Because we saw how Van played last night. And one of the ways you have to play against a team like that, physicality is going to be a key factor. The ability to stop them all, the ability to win penalties at scrum time. And they also have ability to play the transitions when they arrive. It could end up being a very transitional-based game, in which two teams will be kicking a lot to each other.
Well, Delpy's last part in this game might be another lovely pass. He's definitely a player we're going to see in the top 14. Rodrigo Marta hasn't done any harm for his reputation. He's had a good game. There is space on the right-hand touchline. It's not going to be enough. They need 3 scores. Captain Pinto. Turnover and turnover again. Caleb Timu goes route 1. Put straight into touch. Charlie Gambini can let the emotion out now.
Get that bell one more time.
This might be a record number of times we've hit the bagarre bell. Well, he knows this town well. Batuniata was at Toulouse last year, and they're coming back here next weekend. Just up the road.
Okay. On y va?
Got sparked all that off then.
What's Muntz doing there? He could have had a nasty injury there. Why is the number 10 jackling on the ball with the game on in the last 30 seconds? I love his dedication. I love the fact he's getting stuck in.
Fair play to these fans as well.
Ok, pénalité contre qui alors? Contre qui? Ok. Capitaine?
I think the bars around the ground are going to do some good trade. Probably would have done better trade if the home team had won, to be fair, but fair play. Oh dear, Batuniata. No, that's an automatic red card for that, mate. You're out the final.
He should be banned.
You're banished. Not banned, banished. There you go. Just when you think, we always talk about Pro D2 being a little bit mad, having absolutely everything, fights, crazy tries, brain farts, and it has grown men doing memes that you expect your kids to do. Worry ran hard onto the ball. The hooter's gone. The air horns are still going, but the only one that mattered has already blown. The result is sealed. It's just how this game finishes and how the season finishes for Colomiers. They've done so well to finish second. This game's been bonkers. Giral. Was that 10 metres? No, they got penalty advantage. Plantere. Oh, this is just crazy. Provence just, they probably don't want any injuries at this point. Just let them walk in.
Yeah, exactly.
Jean Thomas always makes me laugh that his name's John Thomas. Does that have the same translation in France? I don't think it does. Try scored. The last word with Colomiers. But the final word with Provence. Elliot Morel. They can be proud of the season. They might be disappointed about individual moments within that game, but there was a clear winner, and it was through the power of Provence. And guys like that, Tommy Francis, who's got one more game in France before he heads back to England. Thoughts, Joe Worsley?
Yeah, the power of Provence was shown early in that game. A team who did make a few mistakes early on, but you can see the suffocating power of their scrum, maul, physicality, kicking game, and their ability in transitions, as we saw from what was the best try of the game with Gambini's offload, is their DNA. That's their game plan. That's the way they're going to play. And because they have a game plan, the athletes to execute it, if they have the game of their lives, it's them who have a small chance of taking on Van.
As Gleezer says in the chat, who is a Provence fan? On est en finale. And bravo les gars.
Saint-André's looking over the moon.
Yeah, those fans are a little happier. Colomiers disappointing. Colomiers were poor tonight. Yeah, compared to what we have seen this season, it's hard to disagree. There are two sides to that story, of course. Provence have been building. And I'm looking
getting a hug.
I'm looking at that and wondering if Lepeg, does he think he might miss the final?
I've got to double check. He's actually crying.
Like Gaza in 1990.
Yeah. Is that
Not quite the same scenes as last night in Van when it was a mass pitch invasion after a home win.
I think the pitch invasion is not going to happen after that performance from Colomiers. The fans are going to be really disappointed. They've seen some amazing rugby from their team this year. A team that's played well above their average, batted well above their average. They should be proud of their season. Like you say, Provence tonight were a step above.
Yeah. On we go to the final. Next weekend, just up the road, 6 miles down the road in Toulouse. Van against Provence. The two teams we've been saying for I don't know how long, Joe, that feel like they're most top 14 ready.
Definitely. Two teams prepared to go in the top 14. Should they get promoted, I'm sure they're going to have. Whichever one's going to get promoted should be able to.
Well,
fight to stay in the top
or
14.
whichever both get promoted, of course, Joe Worsley, because you're Perpignan and have to face the losing side next week.
Sorry, I lost the internet for a while.
Just helping you out, mate. You know how these clickbait journalists can work. Yeah, at least the air horns are broken. Oh, I say that and they're breaking out again. We'll get some interviews and we'll wrap up our coverage for this evening. Tamana Harrison and Albert Tuasui. Big men, and they'll be a big part for Luca Plantere. It's a long stare. They've had a good season.
That's a long stare. His expression never changes. Victory, defeat. It's like he's had Botox. It doesn't change. His face doesn't change.
Ouais, c'est Léo Drouet
Ouais,
qui est un peu un des symboles de ce club. Félicitations, vous êtes en finale de Pro D2. Déjà, première question, qu'est-ce que vous ressentez?
How do you feel after qualifying for the final?
C'est dur à dire, après c'est pas fini, mais putain, ça fait du bien. Ça faisait 2 ans qu'on butait
It's not finished.
étape,
It's
chez
not,
nous,
we've
à
not,
Grenoble.
we've not won it.
Franchement, c'était
It feels
ça
great
frottait
being
dans la tête de tout le monde et là, franchement, ça fait vraiment
This
du bien. Je
game's
pense
been in the head
qu'on a
everyone
encore fait un
since
gros
we played
match ce soir,
Grenoble
même si tout
2
n'est pas
weeks ago.
parfait. L'indiscipline, on prend un carton malheureusement, Adri. Mais
So
tellement
we
heureux ce soir.
a bit of indiscipline.
On sent que vous étiez serein, vous
Unfortunately,
étiez
taking a
prêts.
card
Vous l'avez
with
ressenti aussi, vous, les
Lepeg.
joueurs
Ouais, franchement, toute la semaine, en fait, on s'entend vraiment bien. On a vraiment un super groupe.
All the
Et
week we
personne
felt
n'avait
really
envie que
good. We got
ça
such a
se
great
termine
group.
maintenant. Vraiment, tout le monde avait envie de continuer et on n'a jamais pensé un seul
Everyone's
instant
got
que ça serait
desire
pas
to
aujourd'hui. Après,
continue on the
on
path.
respectait, on venait vers une putain d'équipe de Colomiers. Franchement, désolé d'être vulgaire, mais
There's
ils ont fait une saison
a
monstrueuse.
putain d'équipe,
Non,
a
vraiment,
great
on est
bloody
très,
team
très heureux, très heureux.
that
Ouais,
Colomiers
c'est
are.
les Colomiers. Merci
Done really well to
Léo,
beat them.
et son sourire, forcément les émotions vont contraster avec le capitaine de Colomiers, Vincent Pinto. Il y a de la déception forcément. Qu'est-ce qui s'est
So
passé
you
ce
got
soir?
big
On sent que
disappointment,
vous avez eu
obviously.
du mal du début à la fin.
On a manqué de finir les coups, on a fait beaucoup de fautes.
So we missed finishing off the
perdu la
tries.
discipline, je suis un peu
We were
déçu parce que le
indisciplined.
match sur la pénalité retournée.
On the penalty that got turned around.
Je pense que c'est un peu le tournant du match. Après
was
le
a key
water
moment
break, on
in the
marque pas
game.
la touche.
It's all about Miles there.
On a manqué de précision, on passe beaucoup de temps dans leur 22. On sait qu'à ce
Yeah,
niveau, c'est une
missing the
demi-finale.
position,
Si tu
spending
marques
lots of
pas,
time
eux,
in
ils
our
ont été
22.
cliniques, ils mettent deux contre.
Them, they were more clinical.
Forcément, je suis déçu parce que devant ce stade, devant ces
I'm
supporters.
really disappointed
C'est
before
difficile.
our
Vous laisse
supporters in
aller,
the stadium
retrouver vos
to lose like
coéquipiers.
that.
Merci, la saison était belle, Vincent, même si c'est difficile à entendre.
Speaking to his back as he walks away.
Right, so really exciting rugby coming your way. We've had 34 games here on FR UK, 2 more to go, and 2 massive finals. This semi-final has finished Colomiers 28, Provence 36.
Money time.
From a man that's got all the medals, he knows it. Money time indeed. It wasn't my intention to bring you a black screen. I'm going to tell you what's coming your way. The Pro Dida final next weekend here on FR UK, and then the top 14 final. Yes, you heard.
I still can't believe we've got.
I know. I can believe it, Joe.
It's amazing.
We
can't
manifested
believe
it, mate. Manifest it into existence. That's how we
it's
roll.
Incredible.
That's how we
the
roll.
top 14 final, the best club competition in the world.
Got to be worth a subscribe on the channel, and that is at the end of June. It will also be, of course, on Premier Sport, the home of top 14 rugby, not to mention
And thanks to them for allowing us to show it.
all the other rugby. Absolutely looking forward to it. Thank you for your company this evening. Bonne nuit.